in today's video, I'm going to be recapping the SPY price action, going over the one trade that I took today that netted 55% total, and then I'll also be recapping three other A+ setups I identified, or two other A+ setups I identified, sorry, that I didn't take just because once I meet my profit target, I try not to keep trading to prevent over trading, but I'll recap all those. So we'll start by going through the zones. So this zone right here that you see is from 2 days back, high of day. This supply zone up here is from yesterday's high of day. This third zone down right here is from 3 days ago, high of day, and then this zone right here is from yesterday's low of day. So these were my main zones I was looking at the beginning of the day. So if we go and analyze the price action, we start by heading lower, bouncing off of this demand zone. Okay, and then we go above this zone, we test the supply zone, reject, and then we reject this key 401 level. Very clean rejection there, and then this candle was kind of like a doji slash inverted hammer, but it signaled that we were in for some more downside. So you get this bearish engulfing candle here. Okay, we go back above, and then this was the candle that really prompted me to enter a trade. So this was my first trade of the day, and really my only trade of the day. I would jump the gun a little bit, but so once we got this bearish engulfing close below VWAP and the 21 EMA, that's when I started to look at puts. We noticed that we had an increase in volume on this breakdown. We also had a bearish 9 and 21 EMA crossover, and we had a red MACD, so we had all the signs I was looking for. So I entered my puts right there. My first target was the top of this demand zone down here, and then ultimate price target was the 200 EMA. So I did end up scaling about half my contracts here. Once I noticed that we closed below the 200 EMA, which was a pretty bearish sign for me, I kept a few runners, and then we ultimately hit the next target down, which was the top of this demand zone, and then that's when I scaled all of them out for a total of 54.55%. So that was the only trade I took today. So after that, we continue going down. Obviously, if I held those puts, I would be up a ton, but I decided to kind of stick to my trading system and then take my profits. Okay, we continue down, and the next setup that I really liked today was when we started to consolidate here. I'll let this candle finish. So I noticed we had a big leg down, and we started to find some good support here on this fib retracement level. We also started to consolidate between this retracement level and this key level that I have marked here. And so what I noticed here is I noticed that we started to form a bear flag. So on days like this, you really want to look for these flag formations, because they can give you a really good spot to enter where you won't have to chase the trend. So we started to consolidate here, form this flag formation. The second trade I would have taken, but was really a good trade anyway, was if we would have broken below this and closed below this fib support, as well as broken this structure and kind of continued down to follow the bear flag, I would have entered puts there, and my target would be this second support down. So we'll let this play out. Right, here's where I would have entered, where we closed below there, and then we continued all the way down to that support level. Alright, so that was the second trade for today. That was a really good opportunity. We're just going to consolidate here, not much to see. We get chopped around, 21 EMA, and then here's the other setup I like. So once we broke down here, we kind of had a double top intraday, and then we broke down past this demand zone. This demand zone comes from a couple of days back, low a day, and then 3 days back, low a day. And so once we closed below there, we had pretty heavy volume. We had a bearish MACD. We also had bearish 9 and 21 EMA, and a strong intraday downtrend to help us out. My first target on puts would have been this fib level as well as this key level here, and then my second target would have been this next fib level down. And so both of those end up getting hit. And so three really good opportunities I saw today. I took one of them, but I still finished the day up 10% on my portfolio.